Question 1. What are the main responsibilities of the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom? A. Representing the UK at international forums. B. Leading the UK government. C. Monitoring government finances only. D. Overseeing local governments exclusively. Answer. B. Leading the UK government. The Prime Minister's main responsibilities include leading the UK government, overseeing the operation of the civil service and the government agencies, executing political and economic policies, and representing the country internationally. Question 2. Who is the current monarch of the United Kingdom, and when did they ascend to the throne? A. Queen Elizabeth II, 1952. B. King Charles III, 2022. C. Queen Victoria, 1837. D. King George VI, 1936. Answer. B. King Charles III, 2022. As of the latest update, King Charles III is the current monarch of the United Kingdom, having ascended to the throne in 2022 following the death of Queen Elizabeth II. Question 3. What is the role of the Secretary of State for Health and Social Care in the UK? A. Managing education policies. B. Overseeing health and social care. C. Handling foreign diplomatic relations. D. Regulating financial markets. Answer. B. Overseeing health and social care. The Secretary of State for Health and Social Care is responsible for the oversight of the National Health Service, NHS, public health, social care, and all associated policies. Question 4. Describe the process of devolution in the UK. What powers are devolved to Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland? A. All powers are retained by the central government. B. Only military and foreign affairs are devolved. C. Economic policies are exclusively devolved. D. Powers like healthcare, education, and transportation are devolved. Answer. D. Powers like healthcare, education, and transportation are devolved. Devolution in the UK means the delegation of powers from the central government to the administrations in Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland, including areas like healthcare, education, and transportation, among others. Question 5. How does the UK government address environmental issues through policy? A. By focusing solely on urban development. B. Through policies aimed at sustainable development and conservation. C. By promoting oil and gas extraction. D. Ignoring international environmental agreements. Answer. B. Through policies aimed at sustainable development and conservation. The UK government addresses environmental issues through various policies that promote sustainable development, conservation efforts, and adherence to international environmental agreements. Question 6. What are the main functions of the House of Commons in the UK? A. To provide a meeting place for political parties. B. To oversee the judicial system. C. To debate and pass legislation and oversee the government. D. To elect the monarch. Answer. C. To debate and pass legislation and oversee the government. The House of Commons is a key component of the UK Parliament, primarily responsible for debating and passing legislation, scrutinising the government, and representing public interests. Question 7. Who is the current Prime Minister of the UK and what political party do they represent? A. Boris Johnson, Conservative Party. B. Theresa May, Conservative Party. C. Rishi Sunak, Conservative Party. D. Keir Starmer, Labour Party. Answer. C. Rishi Sunak, Conservative Party. As of the last update, Rishi Sunak is the current Prime Minister of the UK, representing the Conservative Party. Question 8. What event led to the formation of the United Kingdom? A. The Norman Conquest. B. The signing of the Magna Carta. C. The Acts of Union 1707. D. The English Civil War. Answer: C. The Acts of Union 1707. The United Kingdom was formed by the Acts of Union 1707, which united the kingdoms of England, including Wales, and Scotland into a single sovereign state known as Great Britain. Question 9. What are the ceremonial duties of the monarch in the UK? A. Solely to manage the economy. B. To serve as the head of state and perform ceremonial duties. C. To command the military forces only. D. To act as the head of government. Answer: B. To serve as the head of state and perform ceremonial duties. The monarch's duties are largely ceremonial, including state functions, the opening of Parliament, and other national ceremonies. Question 10. Explain the significance of the Magna Carta in the development of British democracy. A. It established the rule of law in the UK. B. It was the first document to establish a communist government. C. It ended the role of monarchy in the UK. D. It outlined modern electoral processes. Answer: A. It established the rule of law in the UK. The Magna Carta, signed in 1215, is a landmark document that laid the foundations for the development of parliamentary democracy and the principle of the rule of law in the UK. Question 11. What was the purpose of the Human Rights Act 1998 in the UK? A. To centralise the powers of the monarchy. B. To incorporate the European Convention on Human Rights into UK law. C. To declare independence from the European Union. D. To enhance the powers of local governments. Answer: B. To incorporate the European Convention on Human Rights into UK law. The Human Rights Act 1998 was enacted to incorporate the rights contained in the European Convention on Human Rights into UK law, ensuring that these rights could be upheld in UK courts. Question 12. Who are the permanent members of the United Nations Security Council, and what is the UK's role? A. UK, USA, Germany, Japan, Canada. B. UK, USA, France, Russia, China. C. UK, USA, Italy, Brazil, India. D. UK, USA, Australia, South Korea, Brazil. Answer: B. UK, USA, France, Russia, China. The permanent members of the United Nations Security Council are the UK, USA, France, Russia, and China. The UK's role is to participate in decisions regarding international peace and security. Question 13. Describe the impact of the Industrial Revolution on the development of modern Britain. A. It led to a decline in industrial activity. B. It initiated significant technological and industrial growth. C. It isolated Britain from Europe economically. D. It decreased urbanization. Answer: B. It initiated significant technological and industrial growth. The Industrial Revolution, starting in the late 18th century, had a profound impact on modern Britain, leading to rapid technological advancements, industrial growth, and increased urbanization. Question 14. What are the legal differences between civil law and criminal law in the UK? A. Civil law deals with disputes between individuals, criminal law with offences against the state. B. There is no difference. Both terms refer to the same legal processes. C. Civil law involves only financial penalties, while criminal law does not involve penalties. D. Criminal law is based on religious texts, while civil law is not. Answer: A. Civil law deals with disputes between individuals, criminal law with offences against the state. Civil law in the UK typically involves resolving disputes between individuals or organisations, often involving compensation, whereas criminal law deals with offences that are considered to be against society as a whole. Question 15. How has the UK's relationship with the European Union evolved since 1973? A. The UK has been consistently moving towards closer integration with the EU. B. The UK joined the EU in 1973, later held several referendums on continued membership, and eventually left the EU in 2020. C. The UK was a founding member of the EU. D. The UK has never been a member of the EU. Answer B. The UK joined the EU in 1973, later held several referendums on continued membership, and eventually left the EU in 2020. This question traces the UK's complex relationship with the EU, from joining, experiencing various political debates and public opinions, to ultimately leaving the Union. Question 16. What is the significance of the Commonwealth to the UK? A. It is primarily an economic union. B. It represents a cultural and political association of member states, most of which are former territories of the British Empire. C. It is a military alliance. D. It is an EU-like political union. Answer B. It represents a cultural and political association of member states, most of which are former territories of the British Empire. The Commonwealth is significant to the UK as it fosters international cooperation and community among its 54 member countries. Question 17. What was the role of the UK in the establishment of the League of Nations? A. The UK opposed the creation of the League of Nations. B. The UK was instrumental in the creation of the League of Nations following World War I. C. The UK joined the League only after it was established by other countries. D. The UK had no role in the establishment of the League of Nations. Answer B. The UK was instrumental in the creation of the League of Nations following World War I. The UK played a key role in the establishment of the League as part of the peace negotiations after the war, aiming to provide a platform for resolving international disputes peacefully. Question 18. Discuss the historical significance of the Battle of Britain. A. It marked the first military defeat of Napoleon. B. It was a crucial victory in World War I. C. It was a significant turning point in World War II, marking the first major defeat of Hitler's military forces. D. It was a minor skirmish in the early 1900s. Answer C. It was a significant turning point in World War II, marking the first major defeat of Hitler's military forces. The Battle of Britain in 1940 was crucial, as it prevented Germany from gaining air superiority over Britain and served as a key turning point in the Allied favour during the war. Question 19. Who was the first female Speaker of the House of Commons, and what is her legacy? A. Margaret Thatcher. B. Betty Boothroyd. C. Theresa May. D. Angela Merkel. Answer B. Betty Boothroyd. Betty Boothroyd served as the first female Speaker of the House of Commons from 1992 to 2000. Her legacy includes being known for her strong personality, fairness, and significant contributions to modernising the role. Question 20. How does the UK Parliament function during a period of coalition government? A. The largest party always controls the government. B. Parties must form alliances to create a government if no single party has an outright majority. C. The monarch decides which party forms the government. D. Independent MPs typically control the government. Answer B. Parties must form alliances to create a government if no single party has an outright majority. During a period of coalition government, multiple political parties cooperate to form a majority alliance in Parliament, allowing them to govern collectively. Question 21. What are the implications of the Fixed Term Parliaments Act? A. It extended the maximum term of Parliament to 7 years. B. It sets the parliamentary term at a fixed 5 years, subject to certain exceptions. C. It reduced the parliamentary term to 3 years. D. It allows the Prime Minister to extend the term indefinitely. Answer B. It sets the parliamentary term at a fixed 5 years, subject to certain exceptions. The Fixed Term Parliaments Act was designed to stabilise the timing of parliamentary elections, which are to be held every 5 years unless specific conditions, such as a vote of no confidence, trigger an earlier election. Question 22. What is the significance of the Chancellor of the Exchequer in the UK government? A. They are the chief legal advisor to the Crown. B. They oversee all foreign diplomatic missions. C. They are the head of the judiciary. D. They manage the government's finances. Answer D. They manage the government's finances. The Chancellor of the Exchequer holds a key role in the UK government, responsible for economic and financial matters, including setting the budget, taxation and public funding. Question 23. Explain the function and importance of the Judicial Committee of the Privy Council. A. It serves as the final court of appeal for UK criminal cases. B. It advises the monarch on legislative issues. C. It is the highest court of appeal for several Commonwealth countries and British overseas territories. D. It regulates the internal operations of the Parliament. Answer C. It is the highest court of appeal for several Commonwealth countries and British overseas territories. The Judicial Committee of the Privy Council has a critical role in the judiciary, serving as the final appellate court for many countries that retain ties with the UK. Question 24. What are reserved powers in the context of Scottish devolution? A. Powers exclusively held by the Scottish Parliament. B. Powers reserved for the UK Parliament, including defence and foreign affairs. C. Powers shared between the Scottish Parliament and local governments. D. Powers related to the judiciary and law enforcement in Scotland. Answer B. Powers reserved for the UK Parliament, including defence and foreign affairs. In Scottish devolution, reserved powers are those that the UK Parliament retains, distinct from those devolved to the Scottish Parliament. Question 25. Discuss the significance of the Good Friday Agreement in the peace process of Northern Ireland. A. It marked the beginning of the conflict in Northern Ireland. B. It was a historic agreement that helped end decades of conflict and established a power-sharing government. C. It transferred Northern Ireland to the Republic of Ireland. D. It abolished the Northern Ireland Assembly. Answer B. It was a historic agreement that helped end decades of conflict and established a power-sharing government. The Good Friday Agreement, signed in 1998, was pivotal in bringing about peace and reconciliation in Northern Ireland. Question 26. What major changes were introduced by the Welfare Reform Act 2012? A. The introduction of a universal healthcare system. B. Major changes to welfare benefits, including the introduction of universal credit. C. The privatization of state-owned enterprises. D. An overhaul of the public education system. Answer B. Major changes to welfare benefits, including the introduction of universal credit. The Welfare Reform Act 2012 brought significant changes to the welfare system in the UK, aiming to simplify benefits and encourage employment. Question 27. Who are the members of the British Irish Council and what is its purpose? A. Members include the UK, USA and Canada, focusing on economic collaboration. B. Members include the UK, Ireland, the Channel Islands and others, focusing on promoting cooperation. C. Members are European Union countries, focusing on Brexit negotiations. D. It includes only the UK and Ireland, focusing on trade agreements. Answer: B. Members include the UK, Ireland, the Channel Islands and others, focusing on promoting cooperation. The British Irish Council was established to foster collaboration and dialogue among the governments of the British Isles. Question 28. What are the eligibility criteria for standing as an MP in the UK? A. Candidates must be over the age of 35. B. Candidates must have a university degree. C. Candidates must be British citizens, Commonwealth citizens, or citizens of the Republic of Ireland, and at least 18 years old. D. There are no specific criteria. Anyone can stand. Answer: C. Candidates must be British citizens, Commonwealth citizens, or citizens of the Republic of Ireland, and at least 18 years old. These criteria ensure that MPs have a sufficient connection to the UK and are legally adults capable of representing their constituents. Question 29. Discuss the historical context and outcome of the Glorious Revolution of 1688. A. It confirmed the divine right of kings in England. B. It resulted in the establishment of a republican government. C. It led to the overthrow of James II and the establishment of constitutional monarchy under William and Mary. D. It was a peaceful transition that changed no laws. Answer: C. It led to the overthrow of James II and the establishment of constitutional monarchy under William and Mary. The Glorious Revolution was a pivotal event that not only deposed a monarch, but also laid foundational principles for parliamentary democracy in Britain. Question 30. What is the role of the Lord Chancellor in the UK's legal system? A. They are the chief executive of the judiciary. B. They oversee the House of Lords. C. They serve as the Speaker of the House of Commons. D. They are a senior figure in the judiciary and the cabinet, responsible for the efficient functioning and independence of the courts. Answer: D. They are a senior figure in the judiciary and the cabinet, responsible for the efficient functioning and independence of the courts. The Lord Chancellor plays a crucial role in maintaining the balance between the judiciary and legislative branches of the government. Question 31. Explain the concept of the Crown in UK law and governance. A. It refers to the physical crown worn by the monarch. B. It represents the legal authority for the government embodied by the monarch. C. It is a committee that governs the UK. D. It signifies the government buildings in London. Answer: B. It represents the legal authority for the government embodied by the monarch. In legal and governmental contexts, the Crown is a term used to denote the state and its sovereign powers embodied by the monarch, but extending beyond the personal figure of the king or queen. Question 32. What led to the establishment of the Supreme Court of the United Kingdom in 2009? A. To separate the judicial functions from the House of Lords. B. To create a new legislative body. C. To strengthen the role of the monarchy in judicial matters. D. To merge the functions of the courts in Scotland and England. Answer: A. To separate the judicial functions from the House of Lords. The establishment of the Supreme Court in 2009 was part of a reform to make a clear distinction between the UK's judicial and legislative bodies, ensuring an independent judiciary. Question 33. How does the UK Electoral Commission ensure fair play during elections? A. By campaigning for specific political parties. B. By regulating campaign spending, overseeing the conduct of elections and referendums, and ensuring compliance with electoral law. C. By selecting candidates for major political parties. D. By counting votes only. Answer: B. By regulating campaign spending, overseeing the conduct of elections and referendums, and ensuring compliance with electoral law. The Electoral Commission plays a crucial role in maintaining the integrity and fairness of elections in the UK. Question 34. What are the powers and responsibilities of the Mayor of London? A. To regulate the UK's foreign policies. B. To oversee the Metropolitan Police, transport, housing and environmental planning in London. C. To serve as the UK's head of state. D. To manage the UK's finances. Answer: B. To oversee the Metropolitan Police, transport, housing and environmental planning in London. The Mayor of London holds significant responsibilities related to the governance of the city, including public transportation, police services and urban planning. Question 35. Discuss the historical significance of the Elizabethan era to modern Britain. A. It was marked by a significant decline in arts and culture. B. It led to the end of the British monarchy. C. It was a period of economic downturn and isolation. D. It was a golden age of exploration, culture and the arts, which laid groundwork for modern British society. Answer: D. It was a golden age of exploration, culture and the arts, which laid groundwork for modern British society. The Elizabethan era, under the reign of Queen Elizabeth I, is noted for its contributions to English drama, literature, maritime exploration, and the cultural foundation that would shape future generations. Question 36. What are the main challenges facing the National Health Service today? A. Lack of historical documentation. B. Overstaffing and low patient intake. C. Funding, staffing shortages, and increasing patient demand. D. Excessive government interference in medical procedures. Answer: C. Funding, staffing shortages, and increasing patient demand. The NHS faces several critical challenges today, including financial constraints, staffing issues, and the growing needs of an aging population. Question 37. How is the UK addressing the challenge of climate change? A. By withdrawing from international environmental agreements. B. By focusing exclusively on nuclear power. C. Through legislative measures, renewable energy projects, and international cooperation. D. By increasing reliance on coal. Answer: C. Through legislative measures, renewable energy projects, and international cooperation. The UK is actively addressing climate change through a variety of strategies that include promoting renewable energy sources, implementing environmental legislation, and participating in global climate initiatives. Question 38. What is the significance of the special relationship between the UK and the USA? A. It refers to the UK's colonial history with the USA. B. It is based solely on language similarities. C. It signifies a long-standing strategic and political alliance between the two nations. D. It is a recent development based on entertainment and culture. Answer: C. It signifies a long-standing strategic and political alliance between the two nations. The special relationship describes the deep and enduring ties between the UK and the USA, encompassing diplomatic, military, economic, and cultural links. Question 39. Explain the implications of the Scotland Act 1998. A. It dissolved the Scottish Parliament. B. It established the Scottish Parliament and devolved certain powers to it from the UK Parliament. C. It declared Scotland independent from the UK. D. It unified English and Scottish laws. Answer. B. It established the Scottish Parliament and devolved certain powers to it from the UK Parliament. The Scotland Act 1998 was a landmark in UK constitutional law, establishing a devolved Scottish Parliament with powers over many aspects of domestic policy. Question 40. What was the impact of the Viking invasions on ancient Britain? A. They had little to no impact on Britain. B. They led to the establishment of democratic governance in Britain. C. They significantly influenced the culture, language, and political structures of Britain. D. They isolated Britain from the rest of Europe. Answer. C. They significantly influenced the culture, language, and political structures of Britain. The Viking invasions during the 8th to 11th centuries had a profound impact on Britain, affecting its culture, language, and even contributing to the development of new political entities in the regions they settled. Question 41. How does the UK contribute to international aid? A. By imposing tariffs on imported goods. B. Through financial aid, disaster relief, and development programs globally. C. By exporting military equipment only. D. By offering online courses to developing countries. Answer. B. Through financial aid, disaster relief, and development programs globally. The UK contributes to international aid by providing financial assistance, supporting disaster relief efforts, and engaging in various development programs to help improve conditions in less developed countries. Question 42. What is the procedure for amending legislation in the UK Parliament? A. A simple public vote is sufficient. B. Amendments can only be made by the monarch. C. Proposed amendments must be debated and passed by both Houses of Parliament. D. Amendments are automatically accepted without debate. Answer. C. Proposed amendments must be debated and passed by both Houses of Parliament. The process of amending legislation in the UK involves a formal debate and must be approved by both the House of Commons and the House of Lords. Question 43. Discuss the evolution of the British monarchy from absolute to constitutional. A. The monarchy remains absolute in its powers to this day. B. The transition was marked by a series of legal and societal changes that curbed the absolute powers of the monarch over time. C. The change occurred overnight after a single revolutionary event. D. The monarchy ended with the establishment of a republic. Answer. B. The transition was marked by a series of legal and societal changes that curbed the absolute powers of the monarch over time. This evolution reflects the gradual shift in the UK, where the monarch's role became largely ceremonial, with the real governing power resting in the elected Parliament. Question 44. How did the English Civil War affect the British monarchy? A. It had no significant impact on the monarchy. B. It led to the temporary abolition of the monarchy and established a commonwealth under Oliver Cromwell. C. It strengthened the monarchy's absolute power. D. It resulted in the permanent abolition of the monarchy. Answer. B. It led to the temporary abolition of the monarchy and established a commonwealth under Oliver Cromwell. The English Civil War, 1642 to 1651, significantly impacted the British monarchy, leading to the execution of Charles I and a brief period where the monarchy was abolished. Question 45. What is the role of the opposition in the UK Parliament? A. To support the government in passing all legislation. B. To oversee judicial appointments, C. To provide a check on the government by scrutinizing its actions and proposing alternative policies. D. To elect the Prime Minister. Answer. C. To provide a check on the government by scrutinizing its actions and proposing alternative policies. The opposition plays a crucial role in a healthy democracy by ensuring that the government is held accountable and by being prepared to govern should they gain a majority. Question 46. Discuss the impact of the British Empire on global trade patterns. A. The empire isolated the UK from global trade. B. It had little impact on global trade. C. The British Empire significantly shaped global trade routes and practices, promoting the spread of goods, capital, and even labour across its territories. D. It promoted free trade exclusively within its own territories. Answer. C. The British Empire significantly shaped global trade routes and practices, promoting the spread of goods, capital, and even labour across its territories. The empire established extensive trade networks that have had lasting impacts on international trade and economic integration. Question 47. How does the Bank of England manage the UK's monetary policy? A. By setting educational policies. B. Through setting interest rates, controlling inflation, and regulating the financial system. C. By direct taxation of citizens. D. By regulating international trade. Answer. B. Through setting interest rates, controlling inflation, and regulating the financial system. The Bank of England plays a central role in managing the UK's monetary policy, focusing on monetary stability and the overall health of the financial system. Question 48. What is the UK's policy on immigration, and how has it changed in the last decade? A. The policy has remained exactly the same for the last 50 years. B. There has been a move towards more open borders. C. Recent changes include stricter controls and criteria to manage immigration more effectively. D. Immigration has been completely halted. Answer. C. Recent changes include stricter controls and criteria to manage immigration more effectively. Over the last decade, the UK's immigration policy has seen adjustments that aim to tighten controls, reflecting broader governmental and public concerns about immigration levels and integration. Question 49. What is the role of the Arts Council in the UK? A. To regulate the financial sector. B. To manage sports teams. C. To support the arts through funding, advocacy and development programs. D. To oversee healthcare reform. Answer. C. To support the arts through funding, advocacy and development programs. The Arts Council in the UK plays a crucial role in supporting the cultural sector, providing grants and resources to artists and organisations to foster a vibrant arts environment. Question 50. Discuss the significance of Shakespeare's works in British culture and education. A. Shakespeare's works are considered outdated and irrelevant today. B. His works are seen as trivial in modern British education. C. Shakespeare's plays and poems form a core part of British literary heritage and education, reflecting on human nature and societal issues. D. His writings are only studied for historical interest. Answer. C. Shakespeare's plays and poems form a core part of British literary heritage and education, reflecting on human nature and societal issues. Shakespeare is integral to British culture, offering insights into the human condition and influencing various aspects of arts and education. Question 51. What are the functions of the Welsh Assembly? A. To oversee the UK's foreign policies. B. It has no real powers and is purely ceremonial. C. To legislate on devolved matters specific to Wales, such as health, education, and local government. D. To regulate international trade. Answer. C. To legislate on devolved matters specific to Wales, such as health, education, and local government. The Welsh Assembly, known as the Senedd, has the authority to make legislation and govern on a range of issues that directly affect Wales. Question 52. How did World War II change the social and economic landscape of the UK? A. It had no impact on the UK's social and economic structures. B. The war led to significant social changes and laid the foundations for the modern welfare state. C. The war decreased the UK's global influence significantly. D. It led to the UK isolating itself from global affairs. Answer. B. The war led to significant social changes and laid the foundations for the modern welfare state. World War II had profound effects on the UK, leading to greater social unity, economic shifts, and the establishment of systems like the National Health Service. Question 53. What legal protections are afforded to workers in the UK? A. There are no legal protections for workers. B. Workers are protected under laws that govern wages, working hours, and safe working conditions. C. Legal protections are available only for workers in the agricultural sector. D. Workers can be hired and fired without any legal procedure. Answer. B. Workers are protected under laws that govern wages, working hours, and safe working conditions. The UK has comprehensive employment laws that provide a range of protections to workers, ensuring fair treatment and safety in the workplace. Question 54. Discuss the impact of the digital revolution on the UK economy. A. The digital revolution has had minimal impact on the UK economy. B. It has led to a decline in technological development. C. The digital revolution has significantly transformed the economy, fostering innovation and new industries. D. It has only impacted the entertainment sector. Answer. C. The digital revolution has significantly transformed the economy, fostering innovation and new industries. The adoption of digital technology has driven economic change, influencing various sectors from finance to manufacturing, and enhancing productivity and connectivity. Question 55. How does the UK ensure the protection of human rights? A. Through strict policing and surveillance. B. By ignoring international human rights treaties. C. By implementing laws such as the Human Rights Act 1998, which incorporates the European Convention on Human Rights into UK law. D. Human rights are not recognised in UK law. Answer. C. By implementing laws such as the Human Rights Act 1998, which incorporates the European Convention on Human Rights into UK law. The UK upholds human rights through robust legal frameworks that ensure rights and freedoms are respected and protected. Question 56. What was the impact of the Great Fire of London on urban development? A. It had no impact on London's development. B. The fire destroyed large parts of the city, leading to modern urban planning and rebuilding efforts. C. The city was abandoned after the fire. D. It resulted in stricter agricultural policies. Answer. B. The fire destroyed large parts of the city, leading to modern urban planning and rebuilding efforts. The Great Fire of 1666 was a catalyst for urban development in London, prompting the implementation of new building codes and the redesign of much of the city centre. Question 57. How is the UK addressing issues of housing and urban development? A. By reducing investments in urban areas. B. Through comprehensive policies that include funding for affordable housing and urban renewal projects. C. By banning new construction. D. focusing solely on rural development. Answer: B. Through comprehensive policies that include funding for affordable housing and urban renewal projects, the UK government addresses housing and urban development challenges through various initiatives aimed at improving housing affordability and revitalising urban areas. Question 58. What are the challenges facing the UK's foreign policy post-Brexit? A. There are no challenges as Brexit has not affected foreign policy. B. Establishing new trade agreements and maintaining international influence. C. Decreasing tourism. D. Overpopulation due to immigration. Answer: B. Establishing new trade agreements and maintaining international influence. Following Brexit, the UK faces significant challenges in reshaping its foreign policy, including forging new trade relationships and sustaining its global role outside the EU framework. Question 59. What is the significance of the Battle of Acing on the English language? A. It had no impact on the language. B. The battle led to French influences in the English language, as the Norman conquest introduced many French words. C. It simplified English grammar. D. It led to the elimination of English. Answer: B. The battle led to French influences in the English language, as the Norman conquest introduced many French words. The Battle of Acing in 1066 was a turning point that significantly influenced the English language by blending Old English with Norman French. Question 60. How does the UK Parliament scrutinise government spending? A. Through unlimited spending without oversight. B. Parliament has no role in financial oversight. C. Through detailed review processes in committees and required approval for budgets. T. By ignoring all government financial activities. Answer: C. Through detailed review processes in committees and required approval for budgets. The UK Parliament plays a critical role in scrutinising government spending, ensuring accountability and transparency through various committees and formal approval processes. Question 61. What measures has the UK taken to combat terrorism? A. The UK has no specific measures against terrorism. B. Relying solely on international support without domestic policies. C. Implementing comprehensive strategies including legislation, intelligence, and international cooperation. D. Focusing only on cyber terrorism. Answer: C. Implementing comprehensive strategies including legislation, intelligence, and international cooperation. The UK has adopted various measures to combat terrorism, encompassing a wide range of approaches from legislative action to intelligence operations and collaborations with international partners. Question 62. Discuss the role of the British press in political accountability. A. The press has no influence on politics. B. The British press plays a critical role by providing scrutiny and transparency in government actions and policies. C. The press is solely government-controlled and does not provide independent reporting. D. Focuses only on entertainment and celebrity news. Answer: B. The British press plays a critical role by providing scrutiny and transparency in government actions and policies. Through investigative journalism and regular reporting, the press serves as a watchdog, holding politicians and public officials accountable. Question 63. What are the implications of the UK's nuclear deterrent strategy? A. It has led to a decrease in national security. B. It aims to prevent aggression by possessing nuclear weapons, thus contributing to national and allied security. C. It focuses on promoting nuclear proliferation. D. The UK does not have a nuclear deterrent strategy. Answer: B. It aims to prevent aggression by possessing nuclear weapons, thus contributing to national and allied security. The UK maintains a nuclear arsenal as a deterrent to prevent hostile actions against it or its allies, under the principle that the potential retaliatory consequences serve as a significant discouragement against attacks. Question 64. How has the role of women in UK politics evolved over the 20th century? A. Women have had no role in UK politics throughout the 20th century. B. The role of women has decreased significantly over the century. C. Women's participation in UK politics has grown, marked by achieving voting rights and increasing representation in political offices. D. Women's roles have been limited to advisory positions without any real power. Answer. C. Women's participation in UK politics has grown, marked by achieving voting rights and increasing representation in political offices. Over the 20th century, women in the UK have made significant strides, from winning the right to vote to holding major political offices, reflecting broader societal changes towards gender equality. Question 65. What are the key factors driving UK's trade policies? A. Isolationism and economic contraction. B. Global trends, economic partnerships and domestic economic needs. C. Sole reliance on historical trade routes. D. Avoidance of international trade agreements. Answer. B. Global trends, economic partnerships and domestic economic needs. The UK's trade policies are influenced by a combination of global economic trends, the pursuit of beneficial trade agreements, and the needs of its domestic economy. Question 66. How does the UK maintain its cultural heritage? A. By completely modernising historical sites. B. Through preservation efforts, museums, and cultural programmes that celebrate and maintain historical and cultural sites. C. Ignoring all cultural and historical sites. D. Focusing only on contemporary culture without regard to historical aspects. Answer. B. Through preservation efforts, museums, and cultural programs that celebrate and maintain historical and cultural sites. The UK places a strong emphasis on preserving its rich cultural heritage, utilising museums, restoration projects, and educational programs to ensure historical continuity and appreciation. Question 67. What is the impact of devolution on the UK's national unity? A. It has led to the disintegration of the UK. B. Devolution has strengthened regional identities while posing challenges and discussions around the balance of power within the UK. C. There is no impact. Devolution has not been implemented. D. Devolution has eliminated regional cultures. Answer. B. Devolution has strengthened regional identities while posing challenges and discussions around the balance of power within the UK. While devolution has empowered regions like Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland, it has also sparked debates about national unity and the future political structure of the UK. Question 68. Discuss the role of the UK in global environmental agreements. A. The UK has consistently opposed any environmental agreements. B. As a proactive participant, the UK has played a significant role in shaping and committing to international environmental protocols. C. The UK participates but does not comply with any agreements. D. The UK has never been part of any global environmental discussions. Answer. B. As a proactive participant, the UK has played a significant role in shaping and committing to international environmental protocols. The UK is actively involved in global environmental efforts, often taking leading roles in initiatives like the Paris Agreement and advocating for strong environmental standards. Question 69. What was the role of the UK in the creation of the Internet? A. The UK had no involvement in the development of the Internet. B. The UK's role was primarily oppositional to the development of the Internet. C. British scientist Tim Berners-Lee invented the World Wide Web, contributing significantly to the development of the Internet. D. The UK focused only on military uses of the Internet. Answer: C. British scientist Tim Berners-Lee invented the World Wide Web, contributing significantly to the development of the Internet. The invention of the World Wide Web by Tim Berners-Lee in 1989 was a pivotal contribution that shaped the modern Internet, facilitating its global, interconnected use today. Question 70. How does the UK's legal system address issues of family law? A. By ignoring family law issues entirely. B. Through a well-established system of courts and statutes that deal with matters such as divorce, child custody, and marriage. C. Family law is addressed only through religious institutions. D. The UK has no specific laws regarding family matters. Answer: B. Through a well-established system of courts and statutes that deal with matters such as divorce, child custody, and marriage. The UK's legal system provides comprehensive coverage of family law, ensuring that issues are handled with legal oversight and protections. Question 71. What are the challenges of multiculturalism in the UK? A. There are no challenges, as the UK is not a multicultural society. B. Challenges include integrating diverse communities, addressing inequalities, and managing societal tensions. C. Multiculturalism has been seamlessly perfect without any issues. D. The UK only supports monoculturalism. Answer: B. Challenges include integrating diverse communities, addressing inequalities, and managing societal tensions. Multiculturalism in the UK presents both opportunities and challenges, requiring ongoing efforts to ensure integration, equal opportunities, and social cohesion among its diverse populations. Question 72. How has the UK's education system evolved in the last century? A. It has remained unchanged since the 1900s. B. The system has seen significant reforms, including the introduction of comprehensive schools and increased focus on higher education accessibility. C. The education system has been completely privatized. D. Education is no longer mandatory. Answer: B. The system has seen significant reforms, including the introduction of comprehensive schools and increased focus on higher education accessibility. Over the last century, the UK's education system has undergone substantial changes, aiming to provide broader access and adapt to changing societal needs. Question 73. What is the impact of the UK's ageing population on public services? A. There is no impact, as the population is not ageing. B. The ageing population has increased pressures on services like healthcare and pensions, requiring adjustments in public policy. C. The ageing population has decreased the demand for public services. D. Only private services have been affected. Answer: B. The ageing population has increased pressures on services like healthcare and pensions, requiring adjustments in public policy. As the UK's population ages, there is growing strain on public services, necessitating policy changes to sustain healthcare and retirement systems. Question 74. Discuss the significance of the River Thames in the history of London. A. The River Thames has had no historical significance. B. It has primarily been a barrier to the city's expansion. C. The Thames has been central to London's economic and cultural development, historically serving as a major trade route. D. It is only known for recreational purposes. Answer: C. The Thames has been central to London's economic and cultural development, historically serving as a major trade route. The River Thames has played a crucial role in shaping the history of London, supporting the city's growth and serving as a vital artery for commerce and transportation. Question 75. How does the UK manage its defence and military strategy? A. The UK has no military forces. B. Through a combination of maintaining robust armed forces, strategic alliances such as NATO, and continuous assessment of global security environments. C. By relying solely on private security companies. D. Defence is managed by another country. Answer: B. Through a combination of maintaining robust armed forces, strategic alliances such as NATO, and continuous assessment of global security environments. The UK's defence strategy involves a comprehensive approach, ensuring readiness through its military capabilities and international partnerships. Question 76. What is the significance of the Docklands regeneration in London? A. It was a failed project that had no impact on the city. B. The regeneration transformed a dilapidated industrial area into a thriving commercial and residential district, significantly impacting London's urban landscape. C. The project focused only on preserving historical industrial sites. D. It led to the depopulation of London. Answer: B. The regeneration transformed a dilapidated industrial area into a thriving commercial and residential district, significantly impacting London's urban landscape. The Docklands regeneration is one of the most notable examples of urban redevelopment in London, revitalising previously underused areas and contributing to the city's economic diversity. Question 77. How has British literature influenced global culture? A. British literature has had minimal influence on global culture. B. It has contributed significantly, with works from authors like Shakespeare and Dickens influencing countless cultures and languages. C. British literature is considered irrelevant outside the UK. D. It has only influenced the English-speaking countries. Answer: B. It has contributed significantly, with works from authors like Shakespeare and Dickens influencing countless cultures and languages. British literature has played a profound role in shaping global culture, with its themes, characters, and narratives resonating worldwide and impacting other literary traditions. Question 78. What is the future of renewable energy in the UK? A. The UK plans to phase out all renewable energy sources. B. There is a strong focus on expanding renewable energy usage to reduce carbon emissions and promote sustainability. C. Renewable energy will be banned. D. The UK will solely rely on coal and oil. Answer: B. There is a strong focus on expanding renewable energy usage to reduce carbon emissions and promote sustainability. The UK is committed to increasing its reliance on renewable energy sources as part of its strategy to combat climate change and achieve environmental sustainability goals. Question 79. Discuss the significance of the UK's seat at the Security Council. A. It signifies the UK's historical role as a global power and its ongoing influence in international security and diplomacy. B. The UK does not have a seat at the Security Council. C. The seat is only symbolic and has no real power. D. The UK shares its seat with another country. Answer: A. It signifies the UK's historical role as a global power and its ongoing influence in international security and diplomacy. The UK's permanent seat at the UN Security Council reflects its important role in global governance, contributing to international peace and security decisions. Question 80. What are the major challenges in UK healthcare policy? A. There are no challenges as the system is perfect. B. Challenges include managing costs, improving service quality, and addressing workforce shortages. C. The main challenge is reducing the number of hospitals. D. The system faces no funding issues. Answer: B. Challenges include managing costs, improving service quality, and addressing workforce shortages. The UK's healthcare system faces several significant challenges, including financial pressures, demands for higher quality care, and the need for adequate staffing, which are crucial for its sustainability and efficiency. Question 81. How has Brexit affected the UK's standing in global finance? A. It has significantly increased the UK's financial isolation. B. Brexit has had no impact on global finance. C. It has created new financial partnerships outside of the EU. D. Brexit has led to a stronger integration with the EU financial markets. Answer: C. It has created new financial partnerships outside of the EU. Since Brexit, the UK has faced challenges and opportunities in global finance, working to establish new financial relationships and agreements beyond the European Union. Question 82. What was the impact of Margaret Thatcher's policies on the UK economy? A. They led to a decrease in privatisation and market liberalisation. B. Her policies had no noticeable impact on the economy. C. Thatcher's policies significantly reshaped the economy through privatisation, deregulation, and a focus on free market principles. D. Her policies primarily focused on expanding the welfare state. Answer: C. Thatcher's policies significantly reshaped the economy through privatisation, deregulation, and a focus on free market principles, known as Thatcherism. Her approach emphasized reducing the role of the state in the economy and encouraging private enterprise. Question 83. How does the UK support scientific research and development? A. By discouraging international collaboration. B. The UK does not support scientific research. C. Through funding, grants, and fostering partnerships between universities and industries. D. Only private companies are allowed to conduct research. Answer: C. Through funding, grants, and fostering partnerships between universities and industries. The UK is known for its robust support for research and development, encouraging innovation through various programs that connect academic research with commercial opportunities. Question 84. What are the historical roots of the UK's parliamentary democracy? A. It originated from the French revolutionary model. B. The UK's parliamentary democracy developed gradually over centuries, influenced by documents like the Magna Carta and the establishment of the early parliaments. C. Parliamentary democracy was imposed by external forces. D. There are no clear historical roots. It began suddenly in the 20th century. Answer: B. The UK's parliamentary democracy developed gradually over centuries, influenced by documents like the Magna Carta and the establishment of the early parliaments. This evolution reflects the gradual shaping of governance structures that value representation and rule of law. Question 85. How does the UK handle issues related to data privacy and cybersecurity? A. By implementing comprehensive laws and regulations like the Data Protection Act and GDPR. B. The UK has no specific laws on data privacy and cybersecurity. C. Data privacy is not considered important in UK policy. D. Issues are handled informally without any regulatory framework. Answer: A. By implementing comprehensive laws and regulations like the Data Protection Act and GDPR. The UK is proactive in addressing data privacy and cybersecurity through strict regulations that protect individual data and ensure secure online operations. Question 86. What are the implications of the UK's anti-terrorism laws on civil liberties? A. They have strengthened civil liberties. B. There is no impact on civil liberties. C. The laws have raised concerns about the balance between security and civil liberties, leading to debates about privacy and freedom. D. Anti-terrorism laws have eliminated all civil liberties. Answer. C. The laws have raised concerns about the balance between security and civil liberties, leading to debates about privacy and freedom. While these laws are designed to enhance security, they also prompt important discussions on how to maintain civil liberties in the face of increased security measures. Question 87. How does the UK's welfare system compare to other developed countries? A. The UK's welfare system is considered the least developed in the world. B. It is relatively robust with comprehensive support systems in place, though facing challenges like funding and sustainability. C. The UK has no welfare system. D. It is entirely privatised, with no government involvement. Answer. B. It is relatively robust with comprehensive support systems in place, though facing challenges like funding and sustainability. The UK's welfare system provides various forms of social support, but like many developed nations, it must address issues related to efficiency and future viability. Question 88. What was the significance of the peasants' revolt in medieval England? A. It had no significant impact and is rarely mentioned in historical accounts. B. The revolt led to the immediate overthrow of the monarchy. C. It was a major early rebellion that highlighted class tensions and led to changes in feudal practices. D. The revolt resulted in the elimination of feudalism overnight. Answer. C. It was a major early rebellion that highlighted class tensions and led to changes in feudal practices. The Peasants' Revolt of 1381 is significant for its role in showing the unrest and pressures within medieval society, eventually influencing the reduction of serfdom and feudal burdens. Question 89. How does the UK regulate the broadcasting industry? A. There are no regulations. Broadcasting is completely uncontrolled. B. Through strict government censorship of all content. C. By bodies like Ofcom, which enforce standards, manage licensing, and ensure fair competition and content quality. D. Broadcasting is self-regulated without any government oversight. Answer. C. By bodies like Ofcom, which enforce standards, manage licensing, and ensure fair competition and content quality. The UK has a structured approach to regulating broadcasting, ensuring that content meets certain standards and that the industry remains competitive and fair. Question 90. What are the UK's strategies for dealing with population growth? A. Ignoring the issue entirely. B. The UK has no clear strategy. C. Strategies include urban planning, infrastructure development, and policies to manage demographic changes. D. Encouraging emigration to reduce the population. Answer. C. Strategies include urban planning, infrastructure development, and policies to manage demographic changes. The UK addresses population growth through comprehensive planning to ensure that resources, housing, and services are adequate to meet changing needs. Question 91. Discuss the impact of the Corn Laws on 19th century Britain. A. They had no impact on British society or economy. B. The Corn Laws facilitated free trade and were widely supported. C. The laws were controversial protectionist measures that led to high food prices and were eventually repealed following widespread protest. D. They significantly lowered food prices. Answer. C. The laws were controversial protectionist measures that led to high food prices and were eventually repealed following widespread protest. The Corn Laws, enacted in the early 19th century, were designed to protect domestic grain producers, but led to widespread discontent among those who suffered from high food costs. Question 92. How has London's role as a global financial centre evolved? A. London has declined significantly and is no longer a major financial hub. B. It has maintained a steady but minor role in global finance. C. London continues to evolve, maintaining its status as a major global financial hub, adapting to changes in global markets and regulations. D. London's financial sector has been completely replaced by tourism. Answer: C. London continues to evolve, maintaining its status as a major global financial hub, adapting to changes in global markets and regulations. Despite challenges, including those posed by Brexit, London remains a key player in the global financial landscape, known for its robust infrastructure and dynamic market. Question 93. What is the significance of the British Constitution being unwritten? A. It means there are no laws in the UK. B. The UK operates on an entirely verbal legal system. C. The unwritten Constitution refers to a body of laws and principles developed through statutes, common law, and conventions, providing flexibility and evolving with time. D. It signifies complete political instability and lack of governance. Answer: C. The unwritten Constitution refers to a body of laws and principles developed through statutes, common law, and conventions, providing flexibility and evolving with time. This characteristic allows the UK's constitutional framework to adapt to changing societal needs without being rigidly bound to a single document. Question 94. How does the UK's foreign aid policy affect its international relations? A. It has led to the UK being isolated internationally. B. The UK's foreign aid policy enhances its diplomatic relationships, promoting development and stability in recipient countries. C. Foreign aid is used as a tool for coercion. D. The UK does not provide any foreign aid. Answer: B. The UK's foreign aid policy enhances its diplomatic relationships, promoting development and stability in recipient countries. By providing aid, the UK supports international development goals and strengthens its alliances and partnerships around the world. Question 95. What are the historical and cultural significance of the British Museum? A. It is primarily known for its modern art collections. B. The museum is insignificant and rarely visited. C. The British Museum holds a leading role in preserving global cultural heritage, featuring a vast collection that spans over 2 million years of human history. D. It focuses only on British history. Answer: C. The British Museum holds a leading role in preserving global cultural heritage, featuring a vast collection that spans over 2 million years of human history. It is renowned for its comprehensive collections that provide insight into cultures from around the world, making it a pivotal institution in cultural education and preservation. Question 96. How does the UK government promote sports and recreation? A. By banning all public sports facilities. B. There is no promotion of sports by the government. C. Through funding public facilities and national initiatives that encourage participation in sports and physical activities. D. Sports are considered illegal in the UK. Answer: C. Through funding public facilities and national initiatives that encourage participation in sports and physical activities. The UK government supports sports and recreation through investments in infrastructure, programs that promote active lifestyles, and support for both grassroots and elite sports development. Question 97. What role did the UK play in the development of the modern Olympic Games? A. The UK opposed the founding of the Olympics. B. It played a pivotal role, with British representatives being instrumental in the revival of the Games in the modern era. C. The UK was uninvolved in the Olympic movement. D. The UK's role was limited to participation only. Answer. B. It played a pivotal role, with British representatives being instrumental in the revival of the Games in the modern era. British figures like William Penny Brooks were key advocates for the revival of the Olympic Games, influencing the establishment of the International Olympic Committee. Question 98. How has the UK's immigration policy evolved since the 20th century? A. It has become increasingly open with no restrictions. B. There have been periods of both restriction and liberalisation, reflecting economic needs and political climates. C. Immigration policies have remained static without any changes. D. The UK has closed its borders completely since the early 20th century. Answer. B. There have been periods of both restriction and liberalisation, reflecting economic needs and political climates. The evolution of the UK's immigration policy has been influenced by various factors, including labour market needs, political pressures, and international crises, leading to a dynamic and often contentious policy landscape. Question 99. What are the ethical considerations in the UK's foreign policy? A. There are no ethical considerations. Foreign policy is based solely on economic interests. B. Ethical considerations include human rights, environmental impact, and the promotion of democratic values. C. Ethics are considered irrelevant in the realm of international relations. D. The UK considers ethical considerations only domestically. Answer. B. Ethical considerations include human rights, environmental impact, and the promotion of democratic values. The UK's foreign policy is often shaped by ethical considerations, aiming to reflect values such as human rights protection, environmental stewardship, and the support for democracy. Question 100. How has the concept of British identity evolved in the 21st century? A. It has reverted to 19th century imperialist attitudes. B. British identity has remained unchanged for centuries. C. It has become more inclusive and diverse, reflecting the multicultural reality of modern Britain. D. The concept of British identity has been completely abandoned. Answer. C. It has become more inclusive and diverse, reflecting the multicultural reality of modern Britain. In the 21st century, the concept of British identity has evolved to embrace a broader spectrum of cultures, backgrounds, and perspectives, influenced by globalization, migration, and changing social norms.